Hello, it's Douglas here, and welcome to my brand new channel. I've got no experience with making YouTube videos, and I'm hoping to get away with not much editing either, so I hope it will be alright. It might get a bit messy. I expect we'll find out as we go along, because I'm in uncharted water at this point. For the longer ones, I might cheat a bit and make some advanced notes, especially if something needs to be very accurate or incredibly factual. It's all subject to change at any time because, as I say, I'm learning. First thing, why is the channel called The Reluctant Retiree? I was going to call it Retired and Hating It because that's more exactly the case. I'm retired and I'm hating it. But the Reluctant Retiree sounds catchier. Not everything in this channel will be about being retired. Like I said, I hate it, and I don't really want to talk about it all the time, so I'll wander off into other areas from time to time. Quite a bit of it will be about what I did in the way of getting here, and what I think about things now that I have retired. What I like about it, or what I dislike about it, and what I think about contemporary life all around me these days. I'm 80 years old, soon to be 81 with a bit of luck. Don't all rush to say I don't look it. Sometimes I tell people I'm only 42, but I've had a hard life. They don't always believe me. But I really don't like being retired because I never intended to do it. I was kind of forced into it about 7 years ago. You'd think I've got over it by now, but no, I haven't. I'm the kind of person who is or was defined by their work. People say that's not always a good thing, and maybe they're right. But I have to live with what I've got. I've always been pretty busy and had a variety of jobs, mostly enjoyable and rewarding. Of course, there have been a couple of duds, absolute duds, but I'll get to them as we go along. So stick with me if you can. Also, this is not going to be the type of channel that's heavy on old people moaning about stuff or health. You don't get to my age without a few problems in the health department or other departments, and the ones I've had have been, well, they've caused a hiccup or two. I'll tell you a bit about them as they fit into the general narrative, but they're not going to become the focus of this channel. I've found that a great deal of boredom happens when you're retired, or being boredom. It doesn't really happen, it's just boring, especially if you hadn't intended to or planned for it. But you do have time to think a bit, think quite a lot. Lots of folks say don't talk about religion or politics if you're going to do a YouTube channel. Bollocks to that. If I want to talk about those or anything else, I will. And I hope you do too. There's plenty of space in the comments below, and it'll be interesting to see if, how and when it, if and how long it takes to fill up a bit. I don't mind a bit of controversy or argument. You can be as forthright as you want. I also hope you don't expect me to come up with a string of tips on how to survive on 20 quid a week or anything like that. That's not the idea at all. And there's plenty of other people doing that. Just have a look. Plenty of them. A lot of it will be to do with how I got to the stage and the choices I made along the way. I'll bet you pick out plenty of times when I've gone wrong, because I have. Let me know about it in the comments, the ones you see or the ones you think, because I'm pretty old and because of the types of work I've done, I feel quite able to offer comments and advice about loads of stuff, lots of things. So I hope you'll let me know whether you agree, disagree, or just think that I'm being a bit nuts or very boring. I don't want to be boring. At my age, I don't think I have to worry too much about what people think of me. And just because we might disagree, that's you and I, doesn't mean we can't be friends. As well as being retired, I hate being old. I don't like the decline in my appearance or being far less handsome than I used to be either. Less stamina, less hair, less teeth, less strength. more weight, more pain. Lots of people I used to know have died too, and that's not good. I used to go to weddings. Now the funerals have taken over, and even those are getting less. That's a bit worrying. And sad to say, I haven't even got the dogs left to take out for a run. I like dogs and cats, most animals really. Anyway, since this is the first post on here, I'm racking what's left in my brain to come up with a positive ending. And the best thing is, I'm off for a new venture, this one on YouTube. Let's see how it all works out, with your help. I'm sure it'll all be good. I can do with your help. Thanks for getting this far, and I hope to see you on the next one. And at some point I will be talking about the illness that led me to retire, because it was quite a serious one, but since these videos are in no really strict timeline, you might have to look for it to find it if you're interested. I haven't done it yet. Bye for now, but please subscribe and comment and like so you don't forget to watch the next post. I'd really appreciate it if you do those things, because that really does help in getting things off to a good start. Bye for now.